for Blumpkin&Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey, Sipboard.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me here today is my friend...
Chi-Chi.
Hi, Chi-Chi. Are you on Daddy's show?
Yeah.
How old are you?
4.
4. We gotta talk about some stuff.
What?
We gotta talk about last night. What did you do last night?
Licked butt.
You licked her butt.
Yep.
You licked your sister's butt.
Yep.
That's gross.
Ew.
So where were you last night when it happened?
Here.
What room were you in? What were you guys doing?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom? Were you taking a bath?
Yep.
Yeah, and you were playing around, and what did she do? She laid down?
Yeah, so I licked her butt.
Where on her butt?
On her vagina.
No, her vagina's in the front. God, you know nothing about human anatomy.
I don't know.
On her butt crack?
Yeah?
By her butthole?
Yep.
Did you brush your teeth afterwards?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't know.
But you had stinky doo-doo breath.
Sorry, poop stain.
Well, if you were hungry last night, you should have just asked for a snack.
Why?
Because I would have given you a snack. Are you hungry now?
Yeah?
Do you want some milk duds?
Strawberries.
You don't want a milk dud?
No.
Last night you wanted a milk dud.
What's a milk dud?
Never mind.
From your butt?
Obviously. You know what's in people's butts, don't you?
What?
Poo-poo shit crumbs.
Can I say it?
Okay.
Poo-poo shit crumbs.
Poo-poo shit crumbs. And guess what happens if you eat poo-poo shit crumbs?
What?
You get hepatitis A.
What does that mean?
It means you get sick forever from the poop germs. Boomer, shut the fuck up! You will get sick forever if you lick somebody's poo-poo shit crumbs.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what a doctor would tell you. It's not healthy to consume fecal matter. That's why employees must wash hands before returning to work. Yeah. So, now you have to do some penance.
Can I say the bad word again?
No.
Why?
No.
I want to.
You have to promise me you'll never lick butts again.
I will. And I promise
You promise what?
that I won't lick the juice's butt anymore.
You won't lick any butts anymore. We're not just making it so you don't lick your sister's butt. You can't lick any butts ever again or you'll break my heart and I'll die of a broken heart. But you did something very naughty.
Why?
Because it's inappropriate. That's a private part and it's not okay.
How is
to
it
do
a
that.
private part?
Because it's your private parts. Okay, but you got to do something now.
What?
Because you're a dirty butt licker.
Oh.
This is a crucifix. You have to say sorry to Jesus.
Sorry, Jesus.
Sorry for what?
That I licked the juice's butt.
Tell him, I'm not going to lick any more butts, Jesus.
I'm not going to lick any more butts, Jesus.
Because I'm a good girl.
Because I'm a good
The power of Christ compels you.
What the?
Say it. Tell Jesus how sorry you are.
I'm so sorry.
Why?
Because they'll just tickle you.
No, he's not ticklish. It's a statue.
I can tickle you.
Tell Jesus how sorry you are.
I'm super duper duper sorry, Jesus.
For what?
Licking the juice's butt.
For licking butts.
Yeah?
Say, I'm a dirty butt licker.
I'm a dirty butt licker.
Yes, you are. Now
Really?
give Jesus a kiss. He doesn't want to kiss you. You get butt juices on your lips. You shall not taint the body of
I want to
Christ
kiss you.
with the germs
Give me
from
you,
the butt
Jesus.
of the juice.
Give me you, Jesus.
No, I'm not going to give you this crucifix.
Give me Jesus.
That's sacrilege.
Else I'm going to buy a timeout show and you sit in it.
You're going to buy a timeout chair and I'm going to sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
You got some real issues.
Well, then I'm going to throw away every new shoes you got.
Every new shoes I got.
Yep.
It's an interesting theory.
Well, can I go upstairs now?
Yeah, as long as you don't lick any butts on the way up.
I won't. Never. Again.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
Ooh, very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it.
Take that dick. Take it. Show me you fucking love this cock. Take it.
Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something. Congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the Book of Blumpkin. This one time, when I was 5, I remember, it was a summer vacation. I'm sitting there. I'm in the backyard. I'm on the swing set. I'm all by myself because, all the neighbor kids had gone home. And I'm sitting there just swinging. I had to poop, but I was like, fuck that. I don't want to get off the swing set. If I go inside to poop, they're going to make me go in and wash up for dinner. I'm going to be done playing for the day. So I'm like, no, dude, I'm just going to hang out. And the swing set was tucked in like the very back corner of the backyard, back by the shed. There was a bunch of trees that blocked your view of it if you were in the house. So you couldn't always see what I was doing, but you could see where I was doing it, sort of. And my dad was in the front yard, like mowing the lawn or doing something. And I just kept hanging out, doing my thing. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I better go in the house. I really got to poop. So I get up off the swing, and I was prairie dogging like nobody's business. I probably had an inch of turd hanging out of my butt. I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to make it. And of course, I didn't want to shit my pants because I was wearing like bright yellow fucking stupid Zuba-looking shorts. And, poop stain's not going to come out of those, and I like the shorts. So I'm just like, well, I know that one, Alyssa's brother Eric told me that he pooped outside once and he wiped his butt with leaves. These are kids I went to school with. And so I go behind the shed and I hike down my trousers and I think I propped my back up against the fence or the shed like I was doing a wall sit. And it was fucking hard. I mean, for only being 5, I think I pulled it off pretty well. I didn't get any shit in my pants. I didn't piss myself. So I dropped a giant fucking turd right in the dirt behind the shed, and then I used leaves to wipe my butt. And then I went in the house to go wipe my butt. And I went back there to go check it out, and I couldn't find it. And I went back in the house. I went back there again to try to check it out, and I couldn't find it. And my dad's like, why do you keep going back there? Is something, what's going on back there? And I'm like, I told him, I went poop behind the shed. He's like, what? Why did you do that? I'm like, I had to poop really bad, and I didn't think I could make it to the house, so I thought I would poop, and I wiped my butt with leaves. And he's like, you wiped your butt with leaves? I'm like, yeah, Alyssa's brother Eric said it was a good idea if you have to poop outside. He's like, well, you did not. I'm like, yes, I'll show you. And we went back there, and we couldn't find it. And I'm like, well, I don't know where it is. So we go walking back to the house, around the corner, in the backyard, into the garage. My dad's like, wait a minute. What the hell is it? Oh, damn it. Did you? Yes. Take your shoes off. I'm like, what? These are my fucking Sunday church shoes that I decided to wear to play in because they were fancy and I wanted to be fancy. Turns out I couldn't find the poop because I had stepped in it. It was a turd roughly the size of my forearm, and most of it was smashed underneath and into the grain and pattern of my church shoes. And my dad tried to clean them up, but there was no going back. There was straight up poop on my shoes. And I never did that again.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
Switching gears now, joining us is the Dirty Bee, and the baby is here. Why are you here?
Talk about butt licking.
Talk about butt licking. So I was holding her on the chair, and describe for me now your run-through of events.
I was in the basement. Little E had to come down and tell me that Chi-Chi licked the Juice's butt.
Yeah, but how did she say it?
She whispered it.
Like how? Demonstrate.
Mom, she licked her butt. Okay.
Shouldn't have been fucking standing there. Nobody ever would have known anything about this if Lily wasn't just standing there with her weird, morbid curiosity of seeing other people naked.
It's not what it is.
Oh no.
It's the fact that they're having fun and she's being left out.
Let's compare vaginas.
There has never been any of that in this household.
Give it time. Hey, girls, how's your sleepover? Oh, my God! The
I never
baby
had
just
a
shut
sleep-
up.
I never had a sleepover like that.
Never were you guys just compared vaginas?
Mm-mm. It happens more now.
What do you mean?
We talk about vaginas. And
Who's we?
work?
You girls get around and talk about your hooches?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever had their butt licked, though.
I'm sure one of your coworkers has had their ass licked.
Probably.
I don't know where the Chi-Chi would get this from. Nobody's a butt licker in this house. We don't lick butts. Why are you making that face?
What?
You what? I don't like your shitty grin.
Anyways.
What are you saying? What did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Uh-huh.
Well,
What?
I have never been a butt licker, but
Well, that's comforting to
I've
know.
had it done.
Have you?
Yep.
How was that for you?
We've talked about this before.
I talk about it again.
With the ex.
Yeah-huh.
Kid's dad.
Yeah-huh.
Drunk. Went too low.
Went too low. How drunk are you and how bad is your aim if you accidentally go to lick a vagina and you're like, oh, sorry, that's your asshole. And you might want to go wipe.
Well, 2 drinks and he was nearly on the floor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So how long would you say in seconds was he tonguing your bung before you said, wait a minute?
I don't know.
Were you also
very long.
inebriated?
A little bit, but not that bad.
Like, I hate my asshole. You should...
I think
Stop
that was
it.
the same night he punched me in the face.
What? He punched you in the face?
Yeah, an accident.
How do you accidentally punch somebody in the face?
Because I think it was his elbow.
Well, that's not a punch in the face.
It square in the nose.
It's-
It's bad enough.
Incidental contact.
Whatever.
So back to the matter at hand here. Then you came and told me
No,
what Little
I
E
went
said.
and looked at him and said, "Don't ever do that again." And they just go, "Okay."
I
And then I
forgot
walked
that
out.
part.
Then I walked out to you, and you're like, "What? What's going on in there?"
I half heard from down the hall. I'm like, uh-oh, my ears deceiving me. I really fucking hope they are. Then I had to go try and talk to him. It didn't go well.
They make me mad, and I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I'm trying to cover my fucking laughs, and you're behind me like, why are you shaking? What's wrong?
Are you crying?
And then, of course, I had to go lay on the bed in the room by myself. I had to give myself a timeout to adjust.
That water had to be cold by the time you were done laughing your ass off.
Probably. They were in there for a while.
It was like 20 minutes
Of course.
of just you waiting to go talk to her again.
Yeah.
And probably 15 minutes before that they were...
And then I liked that we were sitting there talking about it, and I was trying to muster up the courage to go say something. And then we hear a fart, like through the wall.
That rattled.
The juice farted so hard that it shook the wall. Like she was sitting down in the tub and she pushed it out. I'm surprised that I didn't find a poop floating in the tub when we get in there. Oh, God. Did your parents ever bathe you and your sister or sisters together?
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Fine.
No one ever tried to lick a butt?
No. 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 There was nothing inappropriate that ever happened.
Nothing.
There was never a correction because of interest.
What?
Curiosities happen.
Curiosities.
It's a good thing that we were all sisters.
Hey, open your vagina. I want to see what it looks like. Here's what mine looks like. Just like Mothra, you take a lip in each hand like a wing and stretch it out so you can look inside.
Ew.
Like it's a brand new leather wallet. Handmade.
Ew.
Yep. What about you? What about you, baby? What do you remember about the butt licking? Baby! Who was licking butts? Was the Chi-Chi licking butts? Make cute baby noise.
Little bug. Bug. Hi. Oh my god, that would drive me nuts. Hi.
Oh my God, here.
Don't
Do
know
what you
she's
said you gotta do. Do your thing.
doing. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
Feed the baby. Where do you think it goes from here?
What?
Well, she gets mad at her and then she licks her butt. Up, that's a boob. There's a oh yeah.
Shut it.
Oh yeah, there's breastfeeding going on. Too bad there's not a camera on the show.
Really?
We'd fuzz it out.
Yes, because I have so much shame out in public.
Where do we go from here? Are they going to up the ante? Is somebody going to try to stick a finger in somebody's ass next?
I think the threat of no s'mores tonight was enough to probably cancel it.
No, because she was like, I wanted to blue it for everyone. And then when I brought her down here to interview her in the previous segment, I'm like, where did you lick her? On her butt? Where on her butt? On her vagina? Like, she doesn't know the fucking difference between her holes.
Most kids don't.
Really?
Most girls do not know the difference until they are hitting puberty.
Well, now that I finally know that there's 2 holes down there, one of them makes chocolate and the other one makes strawberry fudge. Yeah. She's really going to town on that boob.
You're going to leave all this in, too.
Save some for me. I also need vitamins and nutrients. Anyways. So did little E ask you about it later?
No.
It has not come up?
No.
Did I yell enough that she decided
Possibly.
it was terrible and didn't want to talk about it?
She might have brought it up to Grandma and Grandpa.
What do you mean?
Like when she's gone over there, she might have brought it up.
Well, at least she didn't like, oh, how was everybody's weekend when she goes back to school and she raises her hand? My stepsister was in the tub with my other stepsister and she licked her butt. What? There's a phone call home I don't need. As long as like she doesn't go to school and now she's curious and then she talks one of the boys into licking her butt.
Oh.
How'd you like that phone call? Hi, this is Miss So-and-so, and we have to contact you per policy about some concerning behavior on the playground. It seems that your daughter had some of the boys watching her behind a tree, and she had a few of them take turns licking her butt. And I asked her why she did it, and she said her sister did it, but that they didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything! So you told your mother?
Yeah.
And what does she have to say about it?
She laughed her ass off.
Did she?
She did.
When I told my mom, she was shocked.
Jesus Christ!
Kids do stupid shit.
Like licking butts? I never licked a butt.
I don't know. I never did either.
Had to catch your breath there? What, were you having a memory flashback from childhood at summer camp one time? How about when we told your sister in their kitchen? They were both standing there. She just covers her face like, oh my God, no. She licked her butt. She lick her ass?
Yeah.
I can't be the only parent out there dealing with this right now. I just don't want it to start manifesting as some weird psychosexual behavior where Chi-Chi does it for attention. Well, we already established that I think I've caught little E playing with herself a couple of times. Laying in bed on her back.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me.
With her legs in the air and her pants around her ankles. Like, who masturbates that way?
Girls.
Really? So when you go to flick your bean, you put your legs up in the air like that? Like you're getting ready to...
We don't need to discuss mine.
Really? I doubt you're doing like a horizontal wall sit, feet up in the air like that.
You don't know.
Like you're doing a leg press. Up. Rub.
Well, when I'd have to tell her to go up to her room and do it in private. I know since she was like 2.
What?
Kids discover themselves at different ages.
The Juice hasn't. Pretty sure Chi-Chi has. Well, I shouldn't say that because when Juice was a baby, I had to tell her to be like, "Don't touch your giny," and then she'd slap it and go, "Ha ha."
That's not the same.
And then when the Chi-Chi would do it, she'd like pull it herself and like pull it open, like stop touching your giny. She's like, "I have to." No, you don't. I have to. No, if you touch your giny, you're going to be in trouble. I have to.
Now that's creepy.
She did that to me. That happened. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised. I better not come home one day from work and she's on all fours on the kitchen table while some guy's sitting in a chair just
Which one are we
snacking
talking
on her
about
asshole.
here?
Chi-Chi. Well, any of them, frankly. I'd be less surprised if she was like on all fours in a doggy stance, getting her butthole munched by some dude at the table. And then I'm just going to come in and he's going to look at me and I'm just going to go, "You're doing that wrong," and just walk away. Because he's going to expect me to get angry and flip out. But if I play it cool and I fuck with his confidence, that's way worse.
According to the brother-in-law, who works with a lot of millennials, his comment was, "That's the end thing now.
Butt stuff.
Guys aren't about tits or ass, it's eating ass."
Why?
I don't know.
It's an asshole.
This conversation came up at work the other day. Kind of.
Go on.
And all I got was, well, there's a lot of nerve endings there. I'm like,
You're rationalizing.
there is, but they're for different reasons.
For different reasons? What, like somebody suffered a snake bite and you had to suck the poison out of their asshole?
Nerve endings are there so you know when you
I
have
was
to
camping.
poop.
I was camping and I had to take a shit, so I went over to the bushes and I felt something sharp in my asshole. And look, I cleaned it up as best I can, but we're not going to be able to make it to the hospital for at least an hour and a half, so I'm going to need you to take one for the team right now. Will you suck the poison out of my ass? Would you do that? Would you suck poison out of my ass?
No, sorry.
What if I'll die?
It's too late by that time anyways.
Really?
By the time you get bit by a snake, it's already in your bloodstream.
That's why you suck out the poison.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
You got to suck the poison out.
No.
So that was just like a scheme for sexually questionable cowboys to try to put their mouth on other cowboys? Yeah. Oh, shit. But you got a snake bite. Somebody better suck that out. Well, I don't think he bit me. He jumped out. I got away. No. We better play it safe here. Put your dick in my mouth. I think I just saved your life, by the way.
You're going to forget all of this
By the way,
conversation.
you should probably eat less asparagus.
Oh.
Oh. Jizz tastes like baked beans. Like, what if you're eating an ass and then somebody farts in your mouth? They call it tongue punching the fart box. You're just like... That could happen.
It could also happen while you're eating a box, too.
Eating a box? Is that a milk burp? Jesus Christ, kid. What do you mean when I'm eating a box, too? The
You're eating
farting?
somebody's pussy and say fart? Yeah.
Boy,
It has been known to happen.
I love having to edit around all this burping sounds.
Would you rather throw up on the floor?
Baby. Yeah, no, if I'm munching a girl's box and she farts, that's just like on my chin. It's not in my mouth.
Oh, it's so close, though.
Oh my God, does it really smell like cookies? Oh God, she farted in my mouth. I can taste it.
You know, most girls have farts that travel up the front, right?
Oh, that's bad.
Where do you think it has to go?
Up
Usually
your butt
it's-
crack.
Sitting like this? Shorter distance.
Oh, path of least resistance. Well, you're awfully smiley for someone who's hearing us talk about analingus. Love you. Baby.
Hey boys and girls, it's time for another Hey boys and girls, hey boys and girls, hey boys and 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 girls, it's time for another ITradio fucking fucker shitting ass tits beer.
What the hell's on your microphone?
It's my fucking thing. It's pipe cleaners. I made it. I was born.
I know what the fuck pipe cleaners are. I went to first grade, dummy.
It's
What is
something
that?
with big ears and feet. It's a butterfly.
It's a retarded reindeer.
Okay, it's a retarded reindeer now.
I thought it was like fucking.
That's the
fake
first time
antenna
anyone's
for your
called it a
microphone.
retarded reindeer, dick.
Oh.
Thanks. It was my mosquito.
I'm glad I could be here to rain on your parade.
I try. I don't know how. I made it out of 2 pipe cleaners. How I made it, I don't fucking have a clue.
Where do you even get pipe cleaners anymore?
Michael's. It helps when you have a girlfriend that's into crafts.
Right on.
Michael's. So I'm going to make her.
I'm going to put that at the top of my to-do list. Find girlfriend who's into crafts. Maybe Martha Stewart will blow me.
Maybe.
She's got a lot of aggression. We could hate fuck. All right, now I want you to flip over so I can pound you in the ass, and then while I'm doing it, I want you to recite your best recipe for cranberry bread.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
What else did the girls at work say about eating butts?
They don't understand why. But you can tell the ones that have tried it because they get kind of, well, I've never done it, but I could see. Really?
Nice fucking poker face. Well, I guess, like, it might feel nice, you know. You probably should try it before you say it's gross, you know. I don't know. Okay, fine. It was New Year's Eve, and he was really toasted on eggnog and wine spritzers, and he totally ate me out until I shit right down his throat.
Mm.
Which takes me back to this one time that I was with my my friend Jesse that I worked with at Menards. And we were driving across the parking lot back to work from eating at Acapulco on our lunch. And he's like, oh, man. Oh, God, I'm going to have such a wicked shit later. He's like, I wish I could, like, make you eat my ass. Then when you're doing it, I'm just going to diarrhea right in your mouth. So it's running over your cheeks. And I'm looking at him like, dude, I volunteered to be the driver of you for the next 9 months while your license is suspended thanks to the DUI you got on Halloween. Probably don't talk about wanting to make me eat your butt while you shit in my mouth. Which, by the way, here's a story with Halloween coming up. Jesse was at a party out in St. Louis Park, and for some reason he ends up driving down an alley because he's drunk and he's not paying attention to where he's going. And he totally smashes his Honda Civic into a fucking dumpster. So somebody hears it and calls the cops, and the cops show up. And what does Jesse do? The cops get there, and before they can even say anything to him, he gets out of the car and he's like, all right, what? I'm fucking drunk and I crashed my car. Fucking take me to jail. He was in costume. I don't remember what costume, but he was in costume.
I don't know. Talking about eating ass just makes me think of the human centipede.
Okay, so if you're in a human centipede, your preference is to be the first person, right?
Yeah.
Just with a mouth sewn to your asshole?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
We all know how much I love to poop, let alone to poop with somebody's mouth there.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about the embarrassment of somebody seeing you shit. It's going right into their mouth.
Right.
And then it's going through their digestive tract into the next person's.
Yeah.
So really, I mean, human centipede. That was a fun viewing experience.
That was disgusting. I can't believe they made a second one.
What do you mean they made a third one?
Little baby.
Are you going to grow up to make people lick your butt? Are you going to be like the Chi-Chi? Are you going to tongue the bung? Are you going to go to the movies and get some milk duds? Maybe some Whoppers? Do you want a snack pack? What else do you have to add to this?
I don't know.
I licked your butt. There, I said it. I tried it one time. It was just for a few seconds. I was like, all right, well, you're clean. I guess I'm just going to... I don't know why. Just I was looking at your asshole, and I'm like... God damn it. No one was making me do it, but I was still begrudgingly looking at it like, fine.
This was far before all this happened.
Yeah, that was before the butt licking happened. I think it was before the wedding, too.
I don't remember.
The timetable's not important. I just checked that off the sexual bucket list. I probably never need to do that again.
Yeah.
How'd you like it? You just shake. You didn't like it? Did it tickle?
No.
Didn't feel good?
No.
What did it feel like?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I felt nothing.
That seems to be a very common theme with this. The juice, I didn't feel anything. You, when I finally give you the old tongue dart to the brown hole, I didn't feel anything. Emotionally, or spiritually, or physically. It's just... Don't you throw up in here, goddammit. Do it on the floor, not on the rug, just like the kiddies. Okay, so if you were ever kidnapped by like a gang of thugs, and they said you had to suck every one of their dicks in a row, or just eat one of their assholes out, it's at least 12 dicks. And it's at least a half an hour of analingus.
Ugh.
And you have to make them all finish.
Oh, I think I'd have to, I don't know.
It's a Sophie's Choice.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for the asshole in that scenario.
Probably, but all I can think of is hair.
Hey, really? That's your main concern? It's a dozen dirty dicks of questionable cleanliness. But, there might be hair on that ass.
Which catches things.
Well, you could probably, like, wash it up.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure that's what he's concerned about if that's my ultimatum.
Well, maybe he's a considerate rapist. It's like the movie Saw.
You can earn your freedom. If only you suck a dozen dirty dicks or eat one asshole. Which will you choose?
I'd be like, well, Jigsaw, since you gave me a smorgasbord of delicious options, I'm going to opt for door number 2. No pun intended. And I'm going to hope that he's not ticklish or ate Mexican food last night.
Oh.
The 5 seconds that I was tonguing your ass right before I put my mouth on it.
Is this why I had to come and do this segment? You're going to bring that up?
No. I looked at your asshole, and then it just made me flash back to this one time when I had my first cat, Frankie, and he was on his back, and I was scratching his belly. I'm like, what is he doing? He puts his legs up, and I see his butthole, like, pucker outward, like... It was just... He farted at me. And you know what? She farted at me like that the other day. I was trying to change her diaper really quick, and her little butthole.
We're an unusual family.
So, let's say another hypothetical here. Little E comes home from school. At this point in the scenario, she's not little anymore. We're going to assume she's a teenager. Hopefully. Jesus Christ. And she says her boyfriend tried something. And then she tells you that her boyfriend flipped her over and stuck his tongue in her ass. Do you touch that topic? Do you try to dissect that bomb?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
Well, she's going to tell you.
Do you want to know? Who in the hell tells their parents their sexual exploits?
Well, maybe she doesn't have any friends to confide in, or she's afraid that her sisters are going to make fun of her. God, would that be worse? You walk into a room, like you're standing outside the door to tell them it's dinner time, and through the door you hear like, yeah, and then he started licking my asshole. Licking my asshole. I don't know. It felt weird. Because the juice would be like, are you sure? Because when it happened to me, I didn't feel anything. In this scenario, she once again, somehow, when this happened to her once in the bathtub as a kid, later on in life, it started to stick with her. And then she decided that she really liked it. And now she wants all her boyfriends to eat her ass. I hope the juice never does that.
You hope the juice never has sex.
Period. I hope the juice is such a dyke.
You don't think they do that?
Oh my God. The eating asshole?
I don't know.
The point of the dykiness is to keep a dick out of her mouth. I mean, if she's getting her butthole eaten versus being the butthole eater, and all these kids, all these millennials that it's all the rage to eat ass, do any of these kids know about hepatitis A?
I doubt it.
Because what if you get some sort of STD in your mouth from doing that? Because once upon a time ago, there was this gay dude that knew Lunchbox's estranged wife. And he got chlamydia from fucking some dude in the ass. Imagine if he ate that dude's ass and then he got chlamydia in his mouth from eating an ass. Yeah. Well, imagine you go to the dentist and they're like, hey, I'm seeing some weird lesions here in your mouth. And they do a swab and your dentist finds out that you've got mouth chlamydia from eating ass. Like you've got a throat infection. Hey, quit interrupting, baby. You're a baby. Here's a piece of paper. I'm going like this. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. We've reached the point of the episode when it's time to play a game. You will be playing the RPS Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin and Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge, Championship of the World! Anyway, I don't think I've made you play this game before.
No.
Good. Well, you'll be taking on me. Yeah.
So you can cry when I beat you?
You're not going to beat me. Hand number 1. You have to say what you're picking.
Did you already write yours down?
You just saw me write and then put my hands so you can't.
Because I can see that.
God damn it, go.
Paper.
I picked the scissors. Point for me. Hand number 2.
Rock.
Well, I picked a paper, so point for me.
How am I going to know?
It's right fucking here. I'm not writing. I'm making a circle for a point. Jesus Christ. Hand number 3.
Paper.
I picked a rock, so point for you. Hand number 4.
Scissors.
I picked paper. You're not playing. Hush up. Yeah.
Scissors.
I didn't even say it yet.
Just do it.
Don't grab the pop screen. Hand number 5.
Scissors.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I picked a paper.
I'd beat you.
Well, don't you just always get what you want?
I do. Sometimes things I don't want.
I win the game. I get to bring a stupid hair-covered fleece blanket to bed. I get to lock you out of the bedroom when I go poop. I trick you into licking my butthole.
Never.
Uh-huh. Yeah, enjoy your bittersweet victory, Bia. Oh my God. Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and Friends. We are on YouTube. Like and subscribe. A burp almost came out. And as always, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. No, you can't just sigh. You have to say who you are.
Yo, what is this bitch tripping about?
She's the Dirty Bee. Good night.